said, "You're disqualified." So that made me sad, and I went home and cried to my parents, because that's what I do when I lose a piano recital. But then my parents were like, "Oh, it's fine, just practice for the next recital, it's in a week anyways." So I was just practicing, and at the recital, I played so well that the judge was like, "Wow, you're so good. Why don't you play at the winner's recital?" And I was like, "That's good, yay." So then I played at the winner's recital, and everybody liked what I played.
Excellent. Good job. Now, I want you to learn, that was a really nice short speech, but notice what happened. Out of all the speeches we gave here, and there were a lot of really, really good speeches, that was the first speech of the entire day that your hands and your body was moving with the speech.
Hey, I wasn't.
I mean, I don't know anyone who plays a piano like this, but we understood what you meant, all right? But you understand what I mean? So rather than telling a speech and talking the speech and doing this with your hands, or doing this, or just keeping your hands on the sides or holding your paper, move your hands with the speech. You can show excitement. There's a thing called the golden circle, and that's from your hips to your nose. Keep your hands in this area. Okay, keep your hands in this area here, and this makes it very exciting when you're talking. You get the point across, and when you're talking about. Did you two want to talk? We could wait until we're done, and we could wait till you're finished, or would you rather wait till I'm finished?
I have something to add, but that's later.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so what's going to happen is when you're giving speeches, I want to see you more and more move with confidence and move with necessity. You move your hands, you move your body along with the speech. It makes more sense. Now, we all laughed and we thought it was fun because as you gave the speech, and I appreciate it. It was very brave of you to get thrown up in there all by yourself. But it was very good because that was the first speech, like I said, that incorporated everything. You made eye contact, and one of the reasons you were able to make eye contact is you felt confidence because we've all worked together. You didn't have paper in front of you. You repeated the story. You put your own spin on it. Very good job. So you made good eye contact. You used your hands, and you told a good story. So it was well done. All right, so I want to give him one more round of applause. All right, so we have a few more minutes, so let's do a couple more of the icebreakers. So who has not come up here at all and done that? Okay, you haven't done your icebreaker yet. All right, come on up. Okay, you can use the podium if you want, but you don't have to. All right, and try to make eye contact and be happy. These are all your friends here. All right, all right. Give her a round of applause.
My name is Annie, and I am currently still a freshman in high school because my last day of school is tomorrow, and summer school starts the day after tomorrow. So I'm not happy about that. I was born in China, and my first memory starts in kindergarten, even though I'm not sure if it's a real memory or not, because some of my memories my mom told me were actually dreams that never happened. So, but one thing I know for sure was in kindergarten, and like whenever we had math class, since I studied math when I was about 2 or 3, I was pretty good at math in kindergarten. So in math class, everybody did math problems, and I had to sit in a dark corner by myself and do harder problems. So that was really sad because I don't like sitting in a dark corner by myself. So in elementary school, I was really mean to my classmates. I don't know why, but yeah, and I was really rebellious, and I hated the teacher. I would always try to make her mad at me, so she would yell at me every day, and yeah. But I would never tell my parents. But my friends, they tell my parents, so yeah. I came to America when I was 10, so June of 2013. I did not know any English when I came here, except for the English they teach you in China, which does not work, because not everything here is about hello, how are you? So during the first day of the school, I carried an iPad around with me to translate everything that I had to say, and it was very tiring and annoying because every time we had to type in stuff into that translator. So I was determined to learn English. I worked really hard to learn English in 4th grade. So I would stay up late and translate every sentence in the book just to learn English, which it was not fun for me. But it worked, and by the end of 4th grade, I can speak fluently and I can communicate with other people. Well, middle school, I don't remember anything from middle school, because I don't know. But high school, I just don't work as hard, because I don't know why.
They're laughing because a little bug is just walking past.
Okay.
Oh.
It's okay. It's all right. Okay.
I don't think that's a little, but okay.
All right.
Wow, that thing's huge. No.
That's a freaking hand.
All right. Yeah.
Huge hand.
Okay. All right. Okay. Come on. All right. Pay attention.
Okay. I don't know why, but I don't try as hard now. But I'm in high school, so that's pretty bad, because in high school, you should try to study and get good grades. But I just can't get myself to try hard. So, but somehow, I don't have bad grades.
Maybe we should stop
It's
before
fine.
the bug.
There you go.
Wait, how?
1 more minute. You can stop.
If you feel you're good, if you wrapped it up, you
Okay.
can end it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. Thank you. All right. Good job. Very good job. Thank you for sharing everything you went through, especially some of that story about in that school how you were mean to some of these other people. Thank you for sharing that kind of stuff with us. All right. And everyone, guys, if there's something like that, we're supposed to be paying attention to the speech. Ignore that. All right. All right. I know it's really difficult, but sometimes we just have to learn to ignore that. Now, obviously, if it starts crawling up her leg, maybe raise your hand and tell her. Okay, but if it's just walking across the stage, we don't want to interrupt anybody who's speaking, because remember, we said everybody, it's more difficult when you get up here your first time speaking. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes. Who hasn't done their icebreaker speech? Now, one, you haven't done yours?
Those four.
Oh, it's just you four? All right, so we probably have time for at
Oh,
least
I crossed him.
Why don't we do the table topic?
the table topics. We could probably do, well, I was kind of using those games as kind of table topics. Let me see, so who would we rather listen to a couple more of the icebreakers or do a different type of game?
I think they all want different type of games.
A different type of game? All right. All right, well, before we go, because we'll run out of time. What I want to do is next week I want to try to get everyone up to speak, and it's tough because when we're doing a longer speech. So I want everyone to do this, come up with a persuasive speech, and it cannot be any longer than 3 minutes. So 2 to 3 minutes. Everyone comes up with a persuasive speech. What's a persuasive speech?
A speech that basically proves your point and you try to get someone on your side.
Fantastic explanation. Okay, so everyone knows what a persuasive speech is, right? You're giving me the strange look. You don't know what persuasive.
I am not used to because I normally do 5 to 7 speeches.
Right. Well, hold on. So it's 2 to 3 minutes. So you have to really concise. It's going to be an exercise for everybody. Now, what I want is 2 volunteers to do longer speeches. Not you. Put your hand up. You'll come along. 2 volunteers for people to give longer speeches, persuasive speeches, something that's really important to you that you want to talk about. I know you want to be both volunteers. Okay. Anybody else?
I don't want to be both volunteers. This one I do
Anybody else?
speech.
Did you raise your hand? All right, excellent job. And I saw you almost raised your hand. So we'll call you the second guy. Excellent. Great job. All right. So what I want is at least a 5-minute speech. Okay, that's not that much longer than 2 to 3 minutes. But at least a 5-minute speech, no longer than 7 minutes. All right? And I want you to think of a subject, something that's important to you. And I don't care even if everyone already agrees with you. There's going to be somebody that doesn't agree with you 100%. So I want you all to come up with something that's important to you, that you want to put an end, that you want to convince of us. Maybe it's something as simple as they should not sell healthy food in school. They should only sell junk food in school. Maybe that's what your thing is. You want to do a 7-minute speech next week? All right.
I can do that.
All right, thanks. Just wait. All right.
What? I did a 12-minute speech.
All right. Yeah, but you did a 12-minute speech when you were supposed to do a 4-minute speech. Okay?
Don't laugh.
She's very good at trying to do all of her speeches at one time. Okay? Thank you.
I have random things come up to my
Yes.
head. Okay.
All right, so what we want to do is everyone's going to do a 2 to 3 minute speech, come up with something. Could be something really simple. Could be something like when I take books from the library, I want to be able to keep them and never return them. It could be that when I buy lottery tickets, I think I should always be able to buy the winning lottery tickets. Anything, whatever you want. I think that no matter what happens, I should always tell my mother what I want to eat. She should make me exactly what I want. But you have to persuade us. By the end, you can't just say, I wish that when I go home, somebody left an envelope in my car with $1 million. The end. That's not a persuasive speech. That's telling us what you're wishing for. Now you have to tell us why it's important. Okay? And you've got a very short period of time of why it's important. So at the end, I want us all to sit there and go, wow, you made a couple of very good points. So I want you to come up with at least 3 reasons why. Okay? 3 reasons why. Yes.
I have a good topic. Is water wet
Don't-
or
no,
not wet?
don't tell us. Save it for next week. All right? So, we're going to do, let me see if we can come up with one other thing. And that's going to be this. RevNet, I need 4 volunteers, so we'll take you 4. Come on, stand up here. You leave that on the chair.
Yeah, but I don't think you said you.
Yeah, I said these 4.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Come on, you're up here, you're up here. All right. Now what I want to do is, this is called the conflict. Oh, it's perfect. Standing just the way I want it. You're over here and you 3 are together. All right? All right, are you 3 ready? What you're going to do is I want you to tell us, everyone, all right? The first rule I taught you was to pay attention when people are up here talking. All right? So we're not done. If you need to, we can create it so it ends sooner if 2 hours is too long for people to sit still. All right?